Hi, this is Kevin from the Hildebrand team. Super excited to meet and chat today with Brad Sparks. Brad and Mark Sparks are a father and son team that joined EXP about 7 months ago and are just killing it, doing fantastic business together, growing their business for the future, getting their systems, checklists, goals in place to crush it in 2024. So, with that being said, I'd like to introduce you to Brad Sparks.
Thank you, Kevin.
Just want to chat a little bit, Brad. What made you get into real estate?
I never really wanted to work for anybody. I always kind of knew I wanted to run a business. My dad was in real estate, so we're on a team now, and it just gives a lot of freedom and a lot of self-control about, what we're doing.
Freedom that you never get off work?
Yeah, right. Right.
Real estate, we tell a lot of young, especially newer people, I say younger, newer people in the real estate industry, it's not really an occupation, it's not really a job, it's really more of a lifestyle. One of the neat things of our industry is when you leave your house in the morning, you have the opportunity to turn left or right. You can go to the office, you can go network, collaborate, or you can go do one of your hobbies. But at the same time, at 9 p.m. that night, your phone might ring with somebody who wants to buy a house, sell a house,
Absolutely.
inspection issues, appraisal issues. So real estate is really a lifestyle more so than an occupation or a job. Do you agree with
Absolutely.
that?
There's always something to do, and yeah, it is definitely a lifestyle.
Now you're young. How old are
I'm
you?
23.
Wow. Okay. And your dad, how long has he been licensed for?
My whole life, I don't even know how long he's
That
been.
long.
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of production will you guys finish 2023 with?
We're hoping to be around 8 to 10 million.
That's very, very strong. Brad and Mark were on a team where you guys were basically just buyer agents.
Yeah, we
correct?
were just buyer agents. We're kind of couldn't do a lot, but yeah, now we want to expand.
You were kind of just limited to that
To the
team leader's role of
Yeah,
work with these buyers, do this, and
yeah,
don't do anything else. So
absolutely. It was a great learning experience, but it's time to spread our wings and do some
yeah.
more and be into listings and the buyers and everything.
What Brad just said was him and his father have been a father-son team for 7 months, and they're really close to doing 10 million this year. That's fantastic. What do you think your goals are for 2024?
I'd like to expand, maybe add some team members, definitely expand our sales volume, get that higher, grow the team.
One of the fantastic things at EXP has been all the collaboration. I'm 55. This is my 29th year. And a few days ago, Brad and his father, John from our team, Andrew Gaydosh, we just sit down in the conference room for 45 minutes to an hour and just chat. And I always come out of there with one or two what I call pearls. Pearls are ideas, things you think about, create to help grow your business. And Brad is like a sponge right now. So all of the resources, all of the training, where do you go to look for knowledge and education to grow your business?
I definitely think that's one of the things that set EXP different from all the other brokerages is that, you can collaborate with different agents, different teams that aren't even in your, on your team and get a lot of good information. We have the Honey Badger Nation. We definitely have really good agents here in our area that help and, you can learn and they bounce each ideas off each other.
That's been a really neat thing for me as well. Joining EXP was all the collaboration between the agents. I was with my previous brokerage 26 years, and it always felt like people were really guarded and secret. Like if you ask somebody a question like, "Wow, I love how what do you say if you're sitting at the seller's kitchen table and they don't want any showings on Saturday and Sunday? What's your
Hmm.
response?" And it'd always be like, "Well, you need to figure that out by yourself." Where
Right.
I find at EXP, everybody definitely in our network and definitely company wide, I feel like I can call, DM, text anybody, and I get a response in a short manner, which has been fun for me
Yeah.
after so long in the industry. It almost felt like our industry at one time was like very, nobody collaborated, nobody shared, and it's
Yeah.
been it definitely. I feel like I added 10 years to my real estate career when I joined EXP.
Yeah.
All the resources, all the collaboration, all the opportunities that are a part.
It's definitely really unique and a very helpful place
Yeah.
for all the collaboration.
I get asked all the time, like, gosh, if you were starting over, what would you do different? Can you tell some of our younger viewers what you've done to be successful?
I think it's really just about once you have your clients, I think it's just about, consistently following up and even if you don't get it results right off the bat, just staying consistent, keep following up with people, just keep doing the work and you'll get the results.
I know I heard a long, long time ago No is spelled K-N-O-W. If somebody says no, they just don't know enough.
Exactly.
I'm a firm believer you only want to help people that have to be helped. We don't try to coerce people into buying homes, and
No.
I'm assuming you're the same way.
Yeah, there's no tricks to it. It's
Yeah.
just, you're just helping people.
Another thing we always like to share with young people is there's a similarity in what we do every day to being a farmer. First, you cultivate the field, then you plant the seeds, then you water them, then you harvest them, then you sell them. And it's a weird analogy, but it helps make things a little more simple. I think people in our industry with an assumption that their phone's just going to ring and people are going to say, hey, I want to buy this house today at 3, and you're going to go out and fill in the blanks, open the door, and it's a done deal. And that's probably the easiest part.
Yeah.
The real work is getting up every day and going through your database, your sphere of influence, past clients, obviously current clients, and just working, kind of like working in the field. Do you like that analogy? Do you think that's
I
accurate?
absolutely think it's great, and I don't think anything worth building is going to come overnight.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely about the long-term consistency and being consistent with things.
Looking at your background, I know personally, I always tell newer agents they should start on a team. Would you recommend that?
I would absolutely agree that a team is the best environment for a new agent coming in to learn the ropes, learn how to structure your day, and get used to real estate, because there's so much that goes into it.
Yeah, and we've always felt like when you're on a team, you have a lot of camaraderie with people. It can be a lonely industry. I will be perfectly honest with you. People that work as a singular individual agent, like I have Allison and Robin, and I feel obligated to be in here every day at 8 a.m. or earlier. And if I'm not, they're going to be like, what the heck are you doing today? Lots and lots of occupations now are mobile, work from home. So you do tell people you have to treat this like a business. This is an occupation. This is a job. You have to treat it where you get up every day and say, hey, I'm going to make this many calls today. I'm going to do this. Now, I do it religiously just because that's me, but you need a schedule. You need to make your calls. You need to make your follow-up. You need to view properties. Would you like to add anything to that?
I think, with the team atmosphere, I think EXP does a good job of that, even if you're not on a team, because you can just bounce things off other people that aren't even on your team, and you all kind of work together.
Right.
But yeah, it definitely needs to be structured as a business, and every day.
Essentially, we could do our job with just an iPhone, right? We could Uber to showings, we could Uber to listings, we could do all our contracts on the phone. I've got my opinion. I'll share in a minute, but I'd love to get your opinion on where do you think technology is good for our industry, and where do you think it's going in the future?
Well, I think technology is going to change all industries. Real estate's one of them. And I think especially with AI, that's going to be, the future. And I think eventually you're going to not know if you're talking to a human or if you're talking to a computer, which is maybe sometimes scary. But I think, definitely it's going to be more catered towards people who are doing the technology side of things. And that's going to definitely be the future.
What technology do you use every day?
So I'm using AI. I'm using, emails, texts.
And what CRM? kvCORE?
kvCORE is a really good one. That's with EXP. It's included, but it's a really good and high tech.
And your personal website it's supplied by EXP and kvCORE. We do the same thing. We use kvCORE, and the website supplied by our brokerage that's linked with kvCORE. I know I've also always told people that when I joined EXP, one of the reasons was the technology, because there's so much of it. And at my previous brokerage, it was a little bit overwhelming trying to find this CRM, to talk to this website, to talk to this AI company, et cetera, where my feeling is with EXP, everything, I feel like I'm driving one brand of car, where with my previous brokerage, I felt like I was driving a Chevrolet with a Ford fender and a Toyota hood.
I think that's a great analogy.
Mercedes-Benz fender and a Toyota taillight. And I was always trying to make it work, where with EXP, everything is synced together and everything works together. Being an older agent who doesn't have much passion for technology, it's been a godsend to have all that technology that syncs together. And to piggyback on what you said, technology has its part in what's going on right now. And I almost feel like things are kind of the pendulum's kind of swinging to where I think relationships now are more important than they've ever been in our industry. I think obviously we're probably 95% referral based, which you will probably be that way someday too. You kind of always work towards that. You market to get clients, and then you keep them, and then they send you business. It's kind of a natural progression. But I feel like for some reason in today's real estate industry, relationships are king. I mean, I could literally do all of my business without a contact manager, without a website, without a computer, based on the relationships that I've developed. So I urge you, Brad, I urge all new agents, nurture the relationships that you have. And I look back now after 29 years and the amount of relationships I have with people, and I'm not even talking real estate, but the relationships you have an opportunity to make with people of every walk of life is just makes it a pretty amazing industry. I mean, if you could ask me right now if you want to buy a new car, a new washer dryer, glass for your basketball hoop, a hot tub, I could send you to a person in 30 seconds that I've developed a relationship over the years. So it is a fun industry. You're with people, you're helping people.
No, I absolutely agree that relationships are super important in this business. If you guys would like any more information, call, text, email. Our contact information will definitely be in the listing description below.
Thanks for your time, Brad.
Thank you for your
Appreciate
time.
it.